Let's solve this question over here. What does the question say? We have a very complicated expression in the LHS, and in the RHS we have a pretty simple expression. Okay, makes things quite interesting for that matter. What do we have? Cot x, cot 2x minus cot 2x, cot 3x minus cot 3x into cot x is equal to 1. Now, very interesting approach can be used over here, and let's talk about this approach. But before I discuss this question, I'll discuss another question. Before I actually go about discussing this question, I would like to talk about one more question. What is that? Tan 3x minus tan 2x minus tan x is equal to tan 3x into tan 2x into tan x. Now, some of you may have encountered and solved this question, right? If you have not solved this question, let me discuss the idea behind this and this are exactly same. Okay, we'll have to begin with something obscure, something which is not related, seems not related, but which is actually related to this required result over here. For solving this, do we actually begin with this LHS? No, we cannot apply transformation properties in this. Transformation of sum or difference in terms of product. Can we apply that? No. Transformation results are there for sine and cosine, but they're not there for tan and cot. So we have something else in mind in that case, right? What is that? Do you observe that I can write tan 3x as nothing but tan 2x plus x? What's so special in this? There's nothing special in this, but after I write this, I can maybe apply the formula of tan a plus b over here, right? Will that be possible? Yes, that is very much possible. So, since tan 3x equal to this implies tan 3x will be further equal to tan of a plus b. The formula says tan a plus tan b over 1 minus tan a tan b. Tan a plus tan b over 1 minus tan a times tan b. What next? Let's cross multiply this. Okay, let's bring this denominator over here. This will come in the product, and tan 3x times 1 minus, this is the denominator over here. What about the RHS? RHS will be tan 2x plus tan x. This is what you have in the RHS. Is that okay? Yes. Once you're through with this, what will happen is tan 3x times 1 would be tan 3x minus. This is tan 2x tan x times tan 3x would be which is equal to tan 2x plus tan x. And can you observe that these two terms are in addition? We can bring them over here. They will convert to this, and this tan 3x into tan 2x into tan x, which is in the negative, will go over there and it will become this. So from here I'll reach this stage. From here I'll reach this stage. Is that okay? Yes. This here is one thing, right? We started from here and finally reached this stage. Now once I have proved this much, can I continue from here? You want to continue from here? You were saying that this is something else. This is not something else. Actually, we can continue from here to get this result. Think for a minute and then see. See the magic. What I'll do is, once I've reached this stage, what I'll do is, let me get rid of this. We have already used this. We have arrived at this stage. You're starting from tan 3x. What I have is a result in terms of tan, and now I can apply simple transformation using conversion of tan x into cot x, tan 2x in terms of cot 2x, and tan 3x in terms of cot 3x. Let's use that result. Tan 3x can be done as 1 upon cot 3x minus, this is tan 2x, which can be done as cot 2x. Tan x can be done as cot x. This is further equal to 1 upon cot 3x, 1 upon cot 2x, 1 upon cot x. So this is 1 upon cot 3x, cot 2x, cot x in the denominator. Okay, what next? There's something in the denominator over here. I want to multiply this thing throughout over here. That is, I want to multiply throughout by cot x, cot 2x, cot 3x. The product of cot x, cot 2x and cot 3x. Let's multiply that together. Multiplying by cot x, this product. What does that give me? In the LHS, what you have is, on multiplying this by the first term, what you will get is cot 3x will get cancelled, and what remains is cot x times cot 2x. One upon cot 2x multiplied by this will be cot x times cot 3x only. This 1 upon cot x when multiplied by this will give me cot 2x times cot 3x. What about the RHS? In the RHS, if you multiply cot x, cot 2x, cot 3x, this is same as denominator. What you get is simply the numerator, which is 1. And do you observe something interesting? What you have over here is cot x, cot 2x, okay. Cot 2x, cot 3x with a minus, cot 2x, cot 3x with a minus, and cot 3x, cot x with a minus, and that is equal to 1. Yes, this is what we obtain, and is that done? Yes, that's done. This is the complete proof for this one. We started with something which was quite unrelated to any of these, but then with the help of that, yes, we have proved this particular result over here. That's all? Yes. Oh, but if this looks pretty complicated, then do we have another approach for this? We started with something obscure, right? Some people may have a difficulty in this. Oh, how do we know that we start from it? There are very few questions, by the way, which begin in this manner. But then if you want a more direct approach, let's try to look at it in another way. But for that also, I'll require one more formula, right, which you generally don't memorize. Let's see the other approach, method 2 of handling this question. Let's begin with the LHS first. Okay, what do we have in the LHS is this cot x times cot 2x. Okay, and actually cot 3x is the complicated term. Let's take out this cot 3x common from these terms. What remains is cot 2x plus cot x minus cot 3x. This becomes cot 2x plus cot x. This is what you have. Okay. Now let us recall the formula for do you recall the formula for cot a plus b? You should. What is this equal to? This is cot a cot b minus 1 over cot b plus cot a. If you remember this formula, your life would be pretty easier for this question, right? What do we have in the LHS? LHS is cot x times cot 2x. I want to write this cot 3x as cot of 2x plus x. This 3x can be done as 2x plus x, right? And then I want to apply that formula, okay? As it is minus this is cot of times. Okay, this is what we have. And let's apply cot 2x plus x. What does that give me? Cot x is okay. Minus, if you remember that formula, things will become very easy. What you have over here is cot a plus b, which is cot a cot b minus 1. This is cot 2x cot x minus 1 over cot b plus cot a, which is cot 2x plus x, cot x plus cot 2x in the denominator. This is cot 2x plus cot x in another bracket over here. So again in multiplication, okay, I see this bracket, I see this bracket, they are in multiplication, these terms will get cancelled, right? That's same. Okay, and what else remains is cot x times cot 2x minus this is cot 2x times cot x, and minus minus becomes plus, this becomes plus 1, and you observe that these two terms get cancelled, and what you get is a plus 1, which is equal to the RHS. Oh, this looks pretty simple. Yes, this looks pretty simple and is pretty simple if you remember this. If you remember this, okay, cot of a plus b, this is pretty simple, right? That's all in this question. Some people would enjoy this approach, and other obviously adventurous fellows may enjoy the first method. But then these are both the methods. This is a simpler version. Yes, very simple if you remember cot of a plus b. That's all for this question.